good Bernandez.
Man. Oh, man. Hey, what's up, everybody? It is your boy Theo Williams, back at it again for another delicious episode of America's Best Restaurants. Today, I am in Ottumwa, Iowa, as we are getting ready to try some fire barbecue here at the Warehouse Barbecue Company. I hear Dusty, the owner, really knows his game when it comes to the barbecue, and I can't wait to taste it. So, enough of the talking, time to get inside and sink my teeth into some delicious barbecue.
How's it going today, man? My name is Alex. Welcome to Warehouse Barbecue.
Oh, hey, what's up, Alex? My name is Theo. I'm from America's Best Restaurants.
Oh, okay. We've been waiting for you. I've got some balls to put in your mouth today. Hold on, wait, hold on. Let me explain. I've got this for you today.
Okay.
I promise we don't do that usually.
I was like, wait, hold on. What are we talking about? What kind of barbecue's place did I come to? So what am I looking at right here?
All right, so over here on the right, I've got the piggy poppers. So this is like, you take like an ounce of pork and an ounce of mac and cheese, and it just gets mixed together, put in like, covered in like a dough, and then we have that fried. And then we serve 8 of those in an order. Each one of them is that big, of course, and it gets topped with our Hux heat sauce, which is like a sweet, medium heat chipotle sauce that we have. Absolutely delicious.
Yeah,
one of my favorite things.
It's so good, crunchy. Got the macaroni and cheese, got the pulled pork in there. Yeah, dude. Thanks for giving me some of your balls, dude.
Absolutely,
really
anytime.
Good. Now, what's this right here?
Now this right here is our clucker nuts. So the clucker nuts are, we take some smoked buffalo chicken, and then we've got some cream cheese and jalapenos. That gets all blended together, put in dough and fried, just like the piggy poppers. Except for the piggy poppers is topped with this like delicious barbecue sauce. This one is topped with an Iowa Classic ranch.
So flavorful. You got the heat coming off with the buffalo sauce, and then it cools down with, what'd you say, those ranch? Was that?
Yep, ranch.
The ranch cools it down. Man, I could eat these all day.
It's delicious, man. I don't even like jalapenos, but it's one of my favorite things here.
Dude, yeah. Like, even if you're not a jalapeno fan, like, you don't even taste the jalapeno, you just taste the heat. That's all you really taste, man. This is really good stuff, man. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
But I think I gotta go to the kitchen, because I believe your pit master, Cody, back there, I think Cody has some ribs smoking for me right now.
Absolutely.
Well, Alex, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you.
Absolutely, brother.
I'm gonna head on back to the kitchen.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so right now we're back here in the kitchen, and right now I have a special treat for you as we have the general manager, pit master Cody here. She's gonna pull out some delicious looking ribs, and they smell phenomenal. I'm already excited.
Oh, I'm excited for you.
Oh, here we go. Look at that. I don't know if you can see like how this meat is just dripping, and it's like literally, falling off the bone. Falling off the bone, that is what I'm talking about. Woo! So excited.
So we always like to cut from the back so you get a nice clean cut.
Yes, ma'am. Cutting it from the back. This way you can, see exactly where the bones are and stuff like that.
Correct.
Instead of, going through the struggle of, trying to, trust me, I'll tell you, I've cut many ribs in my life, and it's the struggle sometimes. But Cody's doing it like a pro. Look at, just flipping it. Oh my goodness, look at that.
All right, take a pick, buddy.
That is delicious. Now, right now, I want you guys to see the seasoning. I'm gonna pick this one right here. See the seasoning that is coming off of that bad boy right there as it smokes. That is extremely hot. So I'm gonna put it back down real quick and ask you some questions while we let this cool down just a little bit.
All right.
Because I don't want to be
right.
on camera. So how long have you been working here?
Almost 5 years.
5 years.
Yes,
Okay.
so
nice.
I helped from the ground up, painting, staining, putting everything together.
Wow.
So.
Okay, so you literally were a part of the foundation of the warehouse barbecue and brew house.
Correct.
That is really awesome.
Thank
so
you.
tell me about how this place has grown since you've been here.
You know, we started it as, you know, have casual fun dining with everybody, and it just kind of exploded. You know, we only seat 96 people in-house, so we had to build on. You know, we only get that 2.5 seasons out of the year, but it helps.
Oh, I'm sure it does. Yeah, you know, because now you got all that extra space out there where you can place people.
Yeah, and we're big with helping the community. We partner with the Ottumwa schools. We partner with Indian Hills Community College, help with the basketball team over there. We are big sponsors of the Heartland Humane Society. So
I love to hear that.
We are big with the community.
Yeah, I saw something on one of the signs out there, something like $1 per pick or something like that.
So we do Picks for Paws. You get any picture posted on our social media, we donate $2 to the Heartland Humane for
That
a
is
photo.
awesome.
Yeah.
That is really awesome.
We actually just hosted 2 weeks ago a golf outing and raised over $18,000.
What? $18,000? Man, you guys are crushing it, not just in the kitchen, but for the community as
Yeah.
well.
That's what it's about. Because if you don't have your community behind you, what do you have?
Nothing. You have nothing if your community isn't behind you.
Right.
And especially like you can have the best food in the world, but if the community ain't with you, they're not gonna come try it.
That's right.
So before I sink my teeth into this rib, because I still see it smoking a little bit, still trying to avoid the I'm gonna ask you a little bit more about yourself. So I overheard that you're no stranger to the pit now.
Right.
Now tell me, how'd you get into pit? Because like, no offense, like you don't see a lot of women that are pit masters. So please, I would love to hear your journey.
You really want to know?
Yes.
So I was working at a restaurant that closed their doors, and I had an opportunity to go to school, and we had just bought our first house, and I'm like, okay, well, can't go to school. So I had an opportunity to work at another barbecue restaurant that is knock out some amazing barbecue, and Dusty had approached me about possibly working with him. Wasn't really sure what it was gonna be.
Yeah.
And then 6 months later, he hollered at me and he's like, hey Cody, that building over there, that's gonna be warehouse barbecue. You ready to do this? And I'm like, okay, let's go.
Ready to ride. I love to hear that.
Yeah.
I love to hear that.
So-
All right, well, I think this has cooled down just enough for me to just get a nice little taste. So I'm just gonna just sink my teeth into this real quick.
Right.
And if I just, you know, kind of like zone off and like go into like my own little world, don't mind me. I just went to heaven and I'll just be hanging out there for
All
a
right,
little
I
bit.
want your honest opinion on it.
Absolutely. But first off, I just gotta like, you know, pick out the fact that my mouth watered, so that's why I had to just stop there. I gotta put like the perfect smoke on this. It's a beautiful smoke. Beautiful smoke. You can see that it's seasoned very properly, and it's a nice little rub that the guys have on top of there from what I can tell. And I'm about to taste it because I already know it's gonna be good. Wow. First thing, super tender. Super tender. I don't know if I've ever had ribs this tender out of a smoker.
Woo!
Super tender. Like literally fall off the, I've never had like fall off the bone out the smoker like that.
Yeah.
Great start. Then the seasoning, the flavor I'm getting, obviously you got the great smoke flavor. Is that hickory?
Yes, it is.
Hickory smoke, yep. Hickory smoke flavor. And then the seasoning, you get a little salt, you get a little of that savory, you also get a little of that sweet.
You love that brown sugar.
That's brown sugar. I knew it. I knew it. That's how I like to make mine too. You know what I'm saying? You know, nice little Cody. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So why don't you have some fun with me and enjoy one of these ribs too?
All right, all right.
Oh man, how about we get a little bit of that barbecue sauce on there too? I'm gonna get a little of that barbecue right there. You want some barbecue?
Yeah, go shoot.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Get some of that barbecue on there. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's the move right there. Nice sweet barbecue sauce. Is that vinegar based?
Yes, it is.
I can tell that was vinegar based barbecue sauce. Absolutely. Cody, you rocked it. Thank you so much for
Thank
having us here.
you. Yeah.
This is
Happy
good
you
stuff.
came. Thank you.
I'm really happy I came now.
Well, I'm excited for you to try some more of our Q.
I'm excited too. Catch you guys in a little bit. Hi guys, guys, so right now I'm here with the owner of the Warehouse Barbecue Company. I got Mr. Dusty right here. I almost called him Dusty Rhodes, but no, I got Dusty Ware right here next to me, baby.
Not as good as a perm as Dusty Rhodes had. Yeah.
Hey, listen, but I bet you couldn't throw down on the smoker like you could either.
I'd take my chances against him in that. Yeah, not the ring though.
Yeah, no, you don't want that smoke, baby.
Yeah.
You want this smoke, the
Yes.
barbecue smoke. That's
Yes.
the smoke you want.
Yep.
So, I mean, first off, awesome looking establishment. This place looks really cool. Looks like a place that I definitely would want to sit down, have some barbecue, get a beer, watch a game at. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yep.
first off, I want to say congratulations on having such a great establishment.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
No
Yeah.
problem, man. So I want to kind of get into your story real quick. You know, we
Okay.
talked a little bit before we got to the camera, and basically you just sound like a dude that just loves hitting the grill and hitting the smoker.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I grew up loving barbecue, loved to eat it. You know, we didn't really have any barbecue here in Ottumwa when I was, middle school or high school. So anytime we go out of town, it was like, hey, let's find a barbecue spot. And, it was your Famous Dave's or whatever chain, because barbecue just really take off, until the last maybe 10, 15 years here. I own a business across the street here, and I was always looking at this building. I was forced to look at this building sitting empty for years.
Just teasing you.
And just, it's, I mean, you don't get a stature like this by taking it easy on the meal. So it was always, get excited when it's lunchtime or when it's time to eat dinner. And on the, our town's kind of divided. We got a south side and north side river divide. In our north side of town just really didn't have much to offer in the way of dining. So a lot of businesses out north, a lot of residential neighborhoods, and I thought, man, this town needs something.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I kind of fast forwarded to that. That was the ultimate decision maker. What got us to that point, I guess, to make me want to take that big step was I kind of started out in the competition barbecue sector. And did that for a few years. It was expensive. I wasn't in a place in my life professionally where I could just keep throwing $1,500 a weekend to keep doing it.
Yeah, man.
But I enjoyed it when I did it. And, with those things, you always have scraps and leftovers. And, your friends line up to take them home. And it's the last thing you would eat because you've been cooking it all day.
Yes.
So it's like, I want pizza, Chinese, or Mexican food. I don't
Anything
want,
but
I don't want
barbecue,
barbecue
yeah.
anymore. You build your, you got your friends that try the stuff, love stuff. Then the next thing you know, I was getting calls, hey, can you cater a rehearsal dinner for me? Or can you, hey, can you do my wedding? And I mean, I was saying yes to all that because I was honored that they wanted me my barbecue at their special day. But man, it just got rough running that out of basically since having a commercial kitchen out of your garage.
Yeah.
So fast forward to 2016, my dad and I, we bought a food truck together and said, let's do this. Every community event is looking for something to bring more people to it. And the food truck craze is real. So, my dad and I both born and raised here, so it was, we know a fair amount of people in the community. So every community event, it was, hey, will you guys bring your food truck out? We always said yes, because we were trying to build out the brand, but we also wanted to add value to community events because we wanted Ottumwa to have some positive things happening here.
Of course, absolutely.
We don't get the best rep around the state of Iowa for Ottumwa, Iowa. We're Rivertown. But, so we were saying yes to everything. And if we did 30 to 40 events, I bet I can count on one hand how many of them we actually made money at. Mm-hmm. And we're like, it's fun doing it, but we're to the point where like, we're doing all the work and not really making any money. And that's a tough pitch when you got a wife at home that's, doing everything.
Yeah.
So I said, my dad and I talked, said, what if we just bought this building that we look at every day?
The building that was teasing you.
The teaser. And said, what if we just bought that building, turn it into a barbecue restaurant, we hire some people, create some jobs in Ottumwa, and give the town something fun and not have to do much of the work. And, at the end of the day, hopefully we make a little bit of money. And that business plan is maybe as stupid as it was, is the one that's the one we took. And this is what we got. We wanted barbecue to me is it's about having people. I mean, if you got barbecue without people, it's just food.
Agreed.
Right?
Agreed.
So, and I think, all walks of life come in and eat barbecue, and it's common ground. I think in a world that's so not anymore. So I mean, I think the barbecue community as a whole is great. Whether you're a backyard cook, a competition guy, a restaurateur, but there's a common ground of barbecue that, you know, when Anthony Bourdain said, barbecue may not be the road to world peace, but it's a start.
Yes.
There's a little truth to that. So we wanted to create an environment where people came in, I mean, you know, be yourself. Don't feel like you're always being listened to. You know, I mean, we don't do politically correct here. It's not my vocabulary. We just, you know, like you said it's a place you feel like you can come in and chill, watch the game, eat some food, listen to some music. That's exactly the environment that we try to create.
Absolutely. And I agree, it is the kind of community you have created here within these walls.
Yeah.
And I want to co-sign something that Dusty just said. Barbecue without people is just food.
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot of love and care and time and patience to smoke these foods.
Yeah.
You know, you're not just going out to a grill and just throwing it on there. Like, there's a lot of energy and effort that's put behind it. So, but people don't want to smoke barbecue by themselves, for themselves. Like, it's like a waste of time almost.
You do it for your neighbor, your friend, and you stare at them when they take that first bite, and you hope to God it's a good one. But that's why people do it, you know. And
I'm gonna tell you like a little anecdote, you know, about myself. So I'm a backyard barbecue cook myself, you know what I'm saying? I like to call myself a home pit master.
Yeah.
And ribs are kind of my hallmark. And I remember one time I threw this huge party at my house. It was like 4th of July party or Juneteenth party, something early summer.
Yep.
And I remember I invited, there was like maybe 40 people that came over my house. And like I had 4 racks of ribs going by myself. 4 racks of ribs, I had a smoked salmon, and I had some chicken thighs on the grill. And someone came up to me like, Theo, why are you doing it? You're not even charging anybody.
Yeah.
I'm like, because I just want to have a party and I want people to enjoy my food.
Yep.
And when I tell you there was no ribs left.
Yeah. No, and that's the best compliment, you know.
Yeah.
And us as men and women, you know, that cook barbecue, it's probably the dumbest financial move in the world because meat is expensive.
It is, yeah.
Charcoal's expensive. All aspects of barbecue, they're not cheap.
No.
But there's the satisfaction of someone trying it, something you did take anywhere from 4 hours to 12 hours to cook.
Yeah.
And give it that time and energy.
Love,
and
man.
they love
it's love.
it, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what. Hopefully, when people walk in here, that's what they feel is they can taste it in the food and you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So just real quick before I want to ask you more questions, just want to talk about your technique a little bit.
Yeah.
What kind of charcoal do you use? Lump? Do you use briskets? Like,
so we use we use an old hickory pit, which is a gas assist smoker. So before that sounds like we're cheating. So we use splits. So hickory splits is what we put in. About every 4 hours, we put 3 splits in.
Nice.
And when I say gas assist, what the gas does is, you know, we got a dial that we can turn it to 225 degrees. That gas ignites the wood splits, okay? Now that is what heats the smoker. If for whatever reason that smoker starts dipping below 225, the brains of that thing recognize it and it shoots just a little more fire on the splits.
Nice.
So it is wood-fired barbecue, but we've got some help. You know, I mean,
it's commercial though.
It's commercial, and you know, I'm not saying you can't do it the other way. I mean, because you know, you go down into like hill country in Texas. I mean, those guys are they're using offset pits and they're staying up overnight. And man, I went and visited those places. The food is dynamite. Those guys are animals, and it's just a different deal down there. I mean, it's like a religion. Barbecue's a religion down there, and every kid wants to do that. It's a little bit harder up here, especially with us having, you know, the winter. I mean, it's colder, so realistically, you're not going to be able to feed pits and have consistent meat in the winter doing it that way.
Absolutely,
So it's the way that it works for what we want to do in a restaurant that has 4 seasons in it.
But at the end of the day, like, it's something that tastes delicious. It doesn't matter. Like, I was just curious because, you know, there's, you know, when
There's
you talk
so
to
many different ways to do it.
exactly, so many different ways. So me, that was a personal question. Just me as someone who spends a lot of time in the pit, like, I was just curious.
Yeah, I mean, and for me personally, if I'm at home cooking, I love using lump charcoal and a little bit of wood because it's hard to beat just that. You know, that's old school, but you know, it's also that would be very unrealistic to do that.
No, absolutely,
here,
absolutely.
You know, but
so right now, I want to pivot to your actions in the community. You guys have a really strong tie to the community. Like you already said, you know, a lot of people are already in the community. You basically grew through word of mouth. I'm looking on the wall right now. I see these checks for $5,000, $1,000, $2,000. You know, for you know, all these different causes, man. What's up with that?
So, Heartland Humane Society. That's our biggest, I guess. They've been part of our mission since day one. You know, I think, you know, it is important to, if you can and you're able to, I do feel it's important to give back. You know, and animals are near and dear to my heart. I like animals more than people. So I've got three dogs and 2 cats and only 1 kid. All right, but you know, it was important for me to have something that could help them, just because they don't get the support that they probably need. But so you know, we started out doing this as, you know, we wanted to grow, and we knew that, you know, the best way to grow in today's world is, you know, social media, right? I mean, fish where the fish are. So when we first opened, we said, hey, you know, you take a picture of your food, you tag us, and you use a hashtag, what's it, Pics for Paws, all right? We gave money for each one of those pictures that got posted. Nice. So each individual person that's doing that, their network seeing that, they're learning about our brand, seeing what we're doing, and, you know, I'd much rather write a check to something like that than I would, and this is no knock to advertising channels, but if I'm gonna spend the money, I can do it like that organically and help somebody out. That's what we do.
Absolutely.
So that they've always been part of our mission, and since we've opened now, I mean, this will be 5-year anniversary coming up December 1st. Some of that has kind of fallen off because people have already done it. And we get a lot of repeat business, you know. So we find other ways to incorporate them into what we're doing. We actually just wrapped up a golf outing that I put on for the Heartland Humane Society. Collectively as a group, we were able to give them over $18,000. So we still find ways to make them part of our mission, but we're just doing it differently now.
Awesome. Well, I love to hear it, but the reason why we're all here right now, for the barbecue, baby.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna look at something. There's gonna be a great reveal here. But before I make the great reveal, tell me what I'm gonna be looking at.
So what we got here, again, we're gonna talk about my stature here. A buddy of mine, we always have these like weight loss contests, and we're always real good till 4 hours in when we're hungry. Then it's like, you know what? We cheat on a diet, and we always say, the diet starts next Monday. Diet starts Monday. We've all been there, right? So we wanted kind of a signature dish here, and we thought, you know what? We're gonna call it the Diet Starts Monday. And what that is that's every meat that we have on the menu, and a couple sides. It's the Texas toast. So it's a way to taste a little bit of everything. And there's been a few people put it down, but you know, we don't have it set up for a food challenge or anything like that. But it's something where, you know, a couple people come in, they don't know what they want. Order this, try it all.
Get a little bit of everything.
So yeah, diet starts Monday. So
yes, sir.
You got a couple more days to pick out.
Well, here's the drum roll. Wow. Oh my goodness. Look at that, dude. My mouth is watering. Oh my goodness. This all looks so tremendous, dude. So tremendous. So, all right, so we got the ribs here. Already had the ribs earlier with Pitmaster Cody. So I'm assuming this is pulled chicken?
We got pulled chicken.
Pulled pork?
Pulled pork.
Turkey?
Ham.
Ham. Okay.
Ham. Burn ends.
Love burn ends.
Turkey breast.
That's the turkey, okay.
Sausage. And brisket.
You're teasing me with a good time right now, Dusty.
It's all yours.
Teasing me with a good time. All right. So I'm gonna sink my teeth into some of this. First thing I want to try is the burnt ends, mainly because they're right in front of my face.
Yeah.
I mean, no better reason than that.
That's a crown jewel barbecue too. I mean, in my eyes, the burnt end is.
Man. Oh man. The name for your barbecue should be Tender Dusties. Everything here is so tender, dude. Like, there's no chewy, like no resistance. It's just your teeth cut right through it. Like, holy, I almost cussed. Like, that's how good it is.
You can on my world, maybe not yours.
Yeah, yeah. Wow, this is amazing. Like, I mean, the barbecue sauce, I already love the barbecue sauce, vinegar based.
We've got 4 different sauces. We got kind of a Kansas City style that we tried to emulate, a spicier version of that. We have a hot and spicy, and then we've got an apple habanero. The contrary to the name is the sweetest sauce that we have.
Yeah. Nice. All right, I'm gonna try one of these sausages. I know this is gonna be good because I watched it while I was in the smoker, and I was ready to just dive in that smoker.
I eyeball that.
That is phenomenal. What kind of sausage is that?
This is let me see which one there's no jalapeno or cheddar in that, so that's our OG sausage. Yep, that's just our beef brisket trimmings.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, so that's beef brisket trimming.
Yep.
Oh
that's
man,
trimmings. Yep.
That's why it tastes so good.
Yep. We mix in, the fat trimmings with some ground.
Still phenomenal, no matter how you slice it. So now I got the turkey. I just dipped in a little bit of barbecue sauce.
Got to. Turkey's great, but turkeys, if there's anything that needs a little help, it's turkey. You know, sliced turkey breast is good, but it's also very lean, so sometimes you need a little help.
But I'm getting all that smoke though.
Yeah. Yeah, that is one nice thing with turkey is it does take on,
Absolutely.
very good smoke.
Yes. Yeah, you couldn't be more right about that. Like, it really holds that smoke more than most does. What do you think I should hit next? I already done the sausage.
I mean,
I got the burnt ends. I got the turkey.
This here's the reason that I got into barbecue. I mean, brisket is, to me, you've got that little bit of fat on there, which is the flavor. You got the butter.
So tender.
Yeah, so to me, that's
just falls right off.
Brisket is, to me, that's king. I mean, it's king of Texas, but pork in Iowa is, we're known for hogs here, and not to say we don't have good pulled pork. I mean, our first year open, we opened December 1st of 2018. Our Iowa Pork Producers Association, they do a kind of a March Madness. They call it Pork Madness. And our first year that we were open, we were on that, and we actually won.
Awesome.
And that was voted on by just patrons that go to all the different establishments. So that was kind of cool to stick that feather in our hat, after being open 5 months. But so as good as our pork is, if it's me, I'm going, my brisket and ribs, that's my jam.
That brisket melts it's like butter. It's like butter, because it's already so tender.
Yep.
And it's seasoned perfectly.
Right. Yeah.
And you just put it in your mouth, especially when you get the fat cap on it.
Yep.
Just smooth, man. Yes, I agree.
So the idea is, nice layer of salt, very rich. It's very rich. So the idea is, you get people hammering that, and then next thing you know, they're knocking back some pineapple ciders, something sweet offset or cobbler. But
I would love to try all this, but we only got so much time, Dusty.
And only so much room.
Seriously. But my guy, you are putting in some serious work here. This is all, dude, this is good, man. This is so phenomenal. Dusty, thank you so much for having us here, man.
You bet.
And I love talking to you, man. I love talking Pitmaster to Pitmaster, baby.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I just had an amazing time with an amazing meal here at the Warehouse Barbecue Company, and I have nothing to complain about. The meat was fall off the bone tender, and my teeth sliced right through it. It was melt in your mouth, juicy, and honestly, there's nothing more that I can say other than the fact that owner Dusty and Cody, the general manager, pitmaster, they know what they're doing when it comes to some barbecued meats. So I suggest anybody that's in the area of Ottumwa, come on down to the Warehouse Barbecue Company because you won't be disappointed. I'm Theo Williams for America's Best Restaurants. Hope to see you.